Amen.
I'm still here. I'm still standing. Praise God.
Amen.
And God had, and the reason why is that in numerology, and this is what I was telling you about when I first met D. The first thing I did when I met D, went home, and I had information. D,
credit check on you.
And her comes up with, again, positive and negative. The Luciferians believe in the law of duality. They believe that for every positive, there's a negative. You know, for every up, there's a down. There's a fat, there's a skinny. So they believe that the laws, for example, all Luciferian is that somebody was a totalitarianism. If you understand, you know what a totalitarianism is. All it is, it was just like they believe, my way, that's it. It's my way or the highway. So if you find somebody operating in a totalitarian spirit, that person is oppressed if they're Christian, or depressed. Because we know believers can't be possessed. But they're either oppressed, depressed, or possessed. And there's a whole lot of other stuff I can go into. And like I said, I got videos, books, tapes, and all. It depends on whether or not, because of the children in the audience, I didn't want to bring that and expose them to it. Because again, there's some stuff in there, you know, I mean, the whole music industry, saints, you still listening to rap music, you in trouble. Right. Because rap, it used to be rock. But I got videos that will show you, that will make your skin crawl. When I showed it to D, it was just so blatant. When I first saw it, and this was about 10 years ago, it's gotten worse now. That there is now, they come out, they tell you, we going to hell, we glad we going, and you know what I'm saying? And they flash the signs, and they do all of the symbols, and they do all stuff. Every rap video I see, everyone. And that's the only way you can get there. The only way. And then the way that music is made, they call a witch in to produce a spell on each CD, each record. That spirit follows that record. So when why do you want to know how many demons you got in your house? Just go in there and count how much rap you got in your house. How much record. Because each one has a spirit assigned to it. A spell has been cast on each record. And they bring it in before the master is done. They do that on music. They do that on the self-help books. All of the books that I was reading, I was writing stuff on the wall. I told Dee this, it hurt me so much because it was just the grace of God. I'm still here. I wrote symbols on the wall that was written 5,000 years ago that I had never seen. I've came up with names. I wrote books. I did stuff that was no way on earth I could have known it. There's no way on earth that I could have had that knowledge and information. This was all before I got into the Word of God and started studying. Now at the time, I was a Christian. I was out preaching. I was doing my thing. But I was going to self-help seminars, and I was reading self-help books, and I was doing all of this stuff. And granted, a lot of it's good, but it's very, very important. Because each symbol is a portal, meaning that it's a way for demonic presences to come in and out. And so for every book, for every symbol, for everything that you have in your home, there's so much information that we as saints do not know, that we're not aware of. So I walk around, I come on Sunday and I sit in the back and I cringe sometimes because some of the stuff that I see. And I'm like, I can't go tell the person about it, because once you tell them, then they're accountable for it. So it's like in the Matrix. If you expose somebody to the truth before they're ready, they can self-destruct. Because ignorance is bliss. So in the sense that God is not going to hold you accountable to it until you are aware of it. Meaning that once you become aware of something, and you have a true understanding of it, and you continue to practice it, then God's going to hold you accountable for it. Until then, God's going to give you grace. And grace, I always thought was unmerited favor. And then I understand and I realize that grace is more. Grace is powerful living. So God and Jesus, when he started his money, when Jesus started his ministry, God gave him grace. The spirit of grace came upon him. And then at the end of his ministry, when he was in the garden, the spirit of grace. Grace gives us power to go through. Mercy gives us the ability to get back up. You get knocked down, God gives you mercy. He don't give you grace. I had it backwards. I thought I would walk around and say, man, God give me grace. God was giving me mercy because I was a fool. I didn't know what I was doing. I was out there playing with the devil's tools and had no clue of what in the world I was doing. And I brought that crap into my home. And I exposed my family to that. I exposed my children to that. I exposed my brothers, my sisters, to everybody that came in contact with me got exposed to that. And it's the mercy of God that He protected me. But He gave me an understanding of it. So, and the reason I said, Lord, why did you give me all this information? Because as anyone who knows me, especially for my family, I've been doing, this has been a 20-year journey. Last time I went to the bookstore, and I took all the books. I had 300 books that I had read on self-help, everything, you name it. I mean, anything to do with money, anything to do with health, anything to do with knowledge, I was in it. I took it to the, now this is to show you how valuable worldly knowledge is. They gave me $30.